Welcome to another exciting edition of Titandala, the podcast.
And guess what? We're wearing black.
What? You copied me.
Why are you wearing black?
I don't know why you're wearing black.
We already buried.
I am wearing black. Why are you wearing black?
We already buried the queen. Like,
Hey.
how many weeks
so
now?
ladies and gentlemen, here's the thing. Beyonce started in the church. Who else started in the church? Which other
Joe Thomas started in the church.
Exactly. I think great talent is maneuvered in the church. Don't you think so?
Now, most of it has left the church. So who's in the church? Who's in the church?
I don't know who is in there and who is doing what.
Yeah.
But hey, he's no exception. And his name is Frank Rowe.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Started in the church.
Yeah. How you doing, bro?
How are you doing?
Great, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Nice, man.
Thank you
Yes.
very much for coming through.
Thank you so much.
Charlie is there. He's behind the scenes. I don't know why he's even here.
No, I'm
he's
even-
here, but he's not there.
I'm part of the show. What do you mean?
No face, no case, hey?
Absolutely. Yeah. So, bro, tell us, what is it that you do exactly? You know, you do music. Are you into production?
Yeah.
What instruments you play? Just take us to that.
Okay, so I'm an Afrofusion artist.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I like to call it Afrofusion because my sound is, I combine different African sounds and genres
Yeah.
and make one thing. So you might hear me do a Zambian beat and maybe do R&B chords or maybe do South African chords and stuff like that. Just merge maybe percussion from the western side of Africa or stuff like that. Just combine them. So I call it Afrofusion. Yeah, so I produce. I'm a producer. I started producing probably like 4 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, 4 years ago. Then, but that was like maybe just beat making. I'm not that good, but I mean, I'm just trying to improve that craft and stuff. Yeah, then I'm a professional drummer. Yeah, I played for a band called Afro Red.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
a band that has won. We actually won the Mosi Award for best jazz band.
Yeah.
2014.
Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, been around pushing stuff.
Hey, people wouldn't even know what you do, the Afrofusion that you do.
Yeah.
Like I said, you started from the church, and now you thought of making this own sound that you own, that you would make, that would make sense to you.
Yeah.
How was the experience from you, doing this for, I don't know, maybe for a praise team and stuff like that? You're a drummer, right?
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
you thought about this brilliant idea of now starting your own thing away from the church. How was it for you?
Okay, so I won't say I have moved away from the church.
You're still part
Yeah,
of
I
it.
still play in church though,
Okay.
but I'm not as active as I used to be. Yeah, because obviously there's this stuff that I have to. Obviously, you need to. You can't be black and white at the same time.
Charlie, you know what he's
Absolutely.
doing?
You can't be great.
You know what he's doing? He's
Yeah.
actually dining with the devil and then
Chilling again on the other
chilling
side.
with Jesus.
Yeah, so okay, that kind of thing. But I
Yeah.
just felt like I just needed to also just put more or concentrate more on like my craft, meaning that would eat from the time that I'll be spending at church. So
Okay.
yeah, so I just decided maybe I should just take a few months off. Yeah, but I go to church if there's an opportunity to play
Do
at
you
another
go to
I
church?
do.
We're listening to his talking.
Do you go to church?
He's talking. Why are you disturbing him?
Hey, I'm asking you a question. You know, the last time I went to church was like, to be honest, that was like 2021.
They just scrapped off masks now. So now, probably next week you can start going.
It's not
You were
even
scared.
about COVID. You know how our work is. Like, it's hectic. You're
It's
working on a
crazy.
Saturday and you don't even know the last time you stepped in church. But hey, it's a different experience for you because you are always there.
Yeah.
So where do you get your inspiration from for you to create a very unique sound that you have?
The music. Okay, so growing up, I was introduced to different genres of music.
Yeah.
Mainly Saint Jazz.
Oh wow, for real?
Yeah.
A young person listening to jazz.
You know,
Wow.
so
No, jazz is ageless. Like you.
There's nothing like
I
ageless.
swear.
Tell me, okay, let's pick any new artists that their fans, if they did jazz, if they would listen to them.
No, but
Your Maps, if he did jazz, do you think we were gonna listen?
no, but you know how jazz is,
Uh-huh.
and you agree with me. Jazz is for those people that are just musical. You understand what I mean?
You see?
It speaks to the musical sense.
But you said
It's
everybody
not,
can listen to jazz. I cannot listen to jazz.
You
For
can-
what?
Wow.
You know, I put it this
Wow.
way, yeah.
The hell no.
People
to be honest,
people
no.
say jazz makes you sleep and stuff like that.
Yeah, it does.
So now I tell them to say, so how organized does that music have to be for it to
To
make
take
you
you
sleep?
go to.
Oh wow. Oh, that's a
Also-
question.
Bang, huh?
Hey, oh.
Bang.
So and you find out that most of the big hits, they actually use jazz chords, whatever
Yeah.
genre it is, whether it's
Okay.
Afro or whether it's R&B. We're gonna use jazz chords. A lot of piano songs, the great piano songs, use jazz chords. Most
For
of them.
real?
Yeah.
I just like to say it's jazz. I look at jazz as the mother genre of like every music. Everything just branched out from that.
From jazz, everything
yeah,
now
everything just started coming out from that. So I feel like it's also just. I feel like it also helped me just understand the whole concept around music. Because even when you just look at the definition of music itself, when
Yeah.
someone asks you what's music, someone would, in simpler terms, would say organized sound, right? Yeah. So if something is not organized, then what's that noise? Already. So, but jazz is so organized that you can hear each and every instrument, each and every.
Like the one that's playing in the background.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Soothing your soul.
Nah, it's not.
It is. This one will make you fall in love.
Oh, you know
That's the
what?
type of music.
Hey, okay. So now, have you collaborated with any other big artists on probably a project like an album or an E EP?
Okay,
And before, sorry, keep that question, because I think the question I want to ask is probably the previous question before you answer that.
About jazz again?
No, it's not even about jazz.
Guys.
He just told me that you started producing like maybe 4 years ago,
Yeah.
and probably that's when you started doing your own stuff, right?
yeah. So
As a startup artist, how has it been for you in the industry? Because we hear a lot of people that come on the show and talk about just how hard it is to penetrate in the industry.
Yeah.
How has it been for you?
for me, it has been obviously it's not a joy ride,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it has been a roller coaster kind of thing. You know, artists usually, I feel like they're one of we are the most. We are this type of people that are most likely going to be exposed to depression because we put in so much and we expect something to happen, then it doesn't happen. Then you try again, and then you try again, and try again. So people will only maybe just come and discover that you have been doing music maybe for the longest time. When they hear you do that one song that will just hit, and they'll be like, but you guys you.
Yeah.
Spanish, I've been working.
But there's
the
a catalog
whole time.
of
Yeah.
work, yeah.
I've been, so a lot of people even ask me, this new guy is hard, is what. But I've been there, I've been around. I haven't been around for so long, but I mean, 5 years is obviously something I can count for.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and that means me being involved in the industry and just getting to know it and trying to end it. So it has been a roller coaster, and I wouldn't say it's a bad thing, because music is the good thing is that music is something I enjoy. Yeah, so it's, even if it's bad, it's not that bad to an extent where I would say, no, I want to quit this, or maybe I become devastated or something like that. No. It's something I can handle.
Yeah, maybe now you can answer my question. Answer this question. My question was
Collaborations.
collaborations that you've done so far.
So I have worked with KB.
Okay.
Yeah, I worked with KB. I worked with KB on the on his album Love and Heartbreaks. Yeah.
Oh, it's a good album.
Yeah. I wrote 90% of the project.
Oh wow.
Featured on
You
5 songs.
You do write as well.
Yes, I
Okay.
write. Been writing for
The longest time possible.
Yes.
So before you even continue answering my question, how is it with songwriting? I feel, I don't know. I have the idea that there are other artists out there who are good with singing, but then they can't write.
Yeah.
So that's where you come into the equation. Do you get paid for it?
It depends with the agreement that you have with the person.
Okay.
Yeah, and it depends. It depends with It depends with what you agree on, basically. And some people don't write their own music. I mean, people like artists like Beyonce she doesn't write her music. You know, sometimes if she writes her music, then maybe I don't know otherwise.
Yeah,
So I feel like sometimes it's just maybe sometimes people are not in that certain creative space, so they can't write or stuff like that, blah blah blah. So that's where people like us come in. But I'm slowly getting away from that because I mean it's not so much that you can do for yourself.
Really, songwriting. I thought that that's like a huge industry in the USA. You know,
Yes.
I've seen. You know Jidena, right?
Jidena, yeah.
So there's a new artist. What's her name again? Doja Cat. You've heard of her?
Cat, yeah.
Yeah, she's new on the scene. So
The one
there's-
who cut a pala.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was
Faith.
surprising, yeah?
Faith.
Like, what was that?
So you were
But I
the
think
one
she
who
looks-
told me.
Have you seen her pictures on Instagram?
Yeah, but I think she looks great.
Nah.
She's
She
weird.
looks, no,
Her head looks like a potato, bro.
no, but that's what Impala does to anybody. You know, if you had to cut your hair, obviously, you know what I mean? But,
I can't even make that mistake.
but for her, I think that move was like she wanted to try out something different. She's crazy. I mean,
Yeah, you
So-
were telling me about how Jidena wrote the song with the hit song "Woman" by her. So he was explaining to me of how it is to songwrite. I thought it was like a huge industry where you can write songs for certain artists and then it works out for you. But then here in Zambia, it's not the same.
yeah, but here
It's
it's
not
not the
happening.
same.
It's not cutting, man.
Yeah, usually, you help somebody write a song and then that's it. They go. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Here, you don't even get credit for co-producing, for
Exactly.
co-writing.
Yeah.
It's always that nyimbo I'm guys not talk about.
Our-
There's been a lot of people that actually helped the project to come
Yeah.
out.
Our system for writers that just caters with like intellectual property for writers
Yeah.
is not very strong. I feel like that's one thing that we really need to work on because that will help the writing industry grow,
Yeah.
and as a result the music industry will evolve in terms of like the content that is in songs and stuff like that. You just can't have or just 2 or 3 great writers. I mean,
Yeah.
that doesn't make sense. At least if people see that there's something they can profit out of it, they will most likely pay attention to that and put in the work. Yeah, so I've written songs for people artists that you probably know, but you don't know that I wrote the song. So
I don't know. Maybe you feel a certain type of way of being behind the scenes and doing the work. I think the same thing with a producer. You enjoy creating something and then just lay back and see how other people jump onto the project and then it's gonna be phenomenal and it's gonna work out. But then with songwriting, I'm just so disappointed. It's not that.
yeah, because
emphasized.
I feel like it doesn't make sense. Someone doesn't write the song, right? Then first off, you pay, because that's intellectual property.
Yeah.
When you write a song, that's your brain constructing, literally constructing a song.
Yes.
And that can't be reversed. It can never be reversed. Even if you die, that song, so long as that song is playing, those are your thoughts.
Yeah.
They can't be replaced. So you need to be paid for that. So now imagine you write something for someone and they get that song and it makes them big and blah blah blah. Then they forget about you and then they start doing other things. They start looking at other
how do we
writers.
begin to strengthen the laws when it comes to intellectual property, especially
Yeah.
in the music?
I feel like it's something that Zamcops has to now strengthen. Zamcops.
They have produced a lot of artists. Eh?
Zamcops.
They're frying right now.
Zamcops.
Never called me not even a single day.
Whoa.
Zamcops needs to.
Yeah.
They need to do something about that because
Yeah,
their
true.
system is not even that thing for royalties. The royalties they are getting, it's just jack. They are not even getting. I don't think.
And Zambian royalties, I'm thinking they're not getting the correct numbers for the airplay that an artist gets.
Yeah.
Because I mean, there's no proper computerized system that's counting
Yes.
anything.
Yeah, because what happens now is that radio stations actually do submit, but they do not submit how many times, for example, your song, Frank, has played on the station.
Yeah.
They just submit, it plays. You know what I mean? So I don't know how they tabulate that to now convert it into. I think there's just something grey about the whole process and it needs to be overhauled.
Yeah, man, it's a sad
Okay.
Why is the music industry so complex? In a way that there are certain easy things that the nitty-gritty things that just need to be worked on as soon as possible, but then you have to go through a process and a process and a process. Why do you feel certain things are so hard? Like you said, you might be doing music and then you're not going mainstream, you're still underground, but then you've been doing music for the longest time possible. I've seen people who have blown up who have been doing music underground. Like for example, I will give an example of Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick has been doing music for the longest time possible. He has been doing music. He released great albums, and now one of his albums are considered as a history subject because of his storytelling abilities, which is like in the USA. Why does it take time for somebody to get the recognition they deserve? Why do you think it's like that?
I feel like time is the best.
God's time is the best.
God's time is the best, yeah. And I feel like if you don't get recognized for something, I feel like maybe it's just life telling you that you need to push a little bit more. Maybe you're not ready to handle that position.
Ooh, that's powerful.
Yeah, so
and it's a lot of people that do not realize that.
Yeah, so sometimes even for me, I don't really get bothered that maybe I'm not getting the juice I'm supposed to be getting.
You're drinking juice.
He just got juice. Just got juice. But absolutely, I think what you're saying is right. It's a lot of artists. We had Sheffy on the show, and one of the things he said was patience. Sometimes you might work on what you think is like your biggest project of your life, and you even give yourself a deadline to say, if this doesn't work, then I'm quitting. But you just realize that wasn't it. Even for God, it's like, this wasn't it. You need to push a little bit more for you to actually realize your goal. And I think what you're saying is really, really profound for a lot of artists.
Yes.
Now, you know what we love now? We want it now. I want to do a song tomorrow. I
need to blow now.
Exactly.
Yeah. I have to blow
and
now.
if it doesn't, probably music wasn't meant for me. And I think we've lost a lot of great artists like that just did 3 songs, didn't blow, and thought, let me just go back to accounting. You know what I mean? We have a lot of great musicians who are in these offices. They're not singing.
But then, certain times, like, you can be doing something and it's not working out. What's that telling you?
So here's the thing. When you're doing something and it's not working out, it's simply telling you that the route you have used is wrong. So that one already you have marked it to say, okay, this method I've used is wrong.
Okay.
You go to the next one. You keep trying. It's like it's a circle, right? You're trying to break a wall. So when you break this part and it's not breaking, you try breaking the other side too. It's like all around, and the whole thing collapses or something. Chizungu cha correct teacher. Collapses.
It collapses, something like that.
So that basically, I think that's what you've just summed up is really, really profound.
Yeah.
Not just even in the music, even in life. You know what I mean? You have to keep trying, but don't lose track of the goal. In short, that's what you're trying to say. The goal is one, but how to get there is like different ways. So if you try the first one doesn't work,
all this
probably
won't matter in heaven. Heaven is the goal.
And there's one thing that I don't like about emerging artists. This entitlement mentality, I don't like it.
I
don't like it. We all feel like we need to,
that one I can support you.
We need to be felt sorry for. Zakulizida nimbo ya komandi dadi wambera.
That sort of thing.
Don't worry. Pushingira man pushinga bakuzonda bati. Why watch that so? I feel like that thing kills a lot of young artists. And that's one thing that I didn't let that thing get to my head. I've always had I came in the game mentally prepared for disappointment. That's me.
Wow.
It's just maybe just I just don't like. So 3 days ago actually, I made a post on Facebook. I made a post saying there's no friendship in the music industry.
Woo.
People
who are talking about that?
Yeah. I made a post saying there's no friendship. It's all fake. I was complaining. I was saying, people.
You feel the industry is fake?
It's just fake, bro. I made that post and Sheffy commented. He was like, but why is Franco looking for friendship in the music business?
He indirectly.
Yeah. So I actually a question mark. So a lot of people commented down there, I'm shooter, hey Bwanj, hey what? and a lot of artists started replying. Aqualaskin replied and stuff like that. What? See you. Who is it? Choose it, and everyone, a Badman Shabby, everyone was just commenting. I was like, shit.
It's crazy.
But then what point do you want to put across there by saying the music industry is full of fake people?
It's full of fake people, and you just have to be mentally prepared.
Yeah.
Sometimes, we're human beings, and we might get caught up in that web of feeling, if someone approaches you in a way of them wanting to be your friend.
Yeah.
And then later on, when you want something from them, they claim it's business.
Yeah.
That's something that really harms people, and it can just break your heart, and you can lose focus saying that. So, be focused.
What do you think we can do to elevate each other? It looks like for you to say that, you must have seen a lot of people breaking each other down. Instead of you motivating your other friend to say, hey, I know you're struggling, let me help you with this. And when you reach a certain point, I think from there on you can take it over. Why do you think it's like that? Like, why are we not united? When we talk about the Nigerian music industry, I think when Burna Boy is in the US, he meets up with Davido. It doesn't matter about who has numbers and who has streams. Right. They are family because they are out there, But then if I went there and then if he went there, we saw each other. Yeah, we have made it.
Yeah,
that's it.
It's like family everywhere.
So I believe there's something that's called the music ecosystem, right?
Okay.
It's like something that needs to be developed in a music industry of how things work. If you look at the Nigerian music industry, I've been observing something.
Yeah.
They're bringing up like these young artists, right? They're pushing them.
And
you see that these big, let's say if Burna Boy is doing the O2 Arena, he'll get some guys like Rema, Ruga on board and stuff like that. I feel like it's that system. It's not them. If it was up to them, if they left it up to them to say, you guys decide who is going to come on the show, they probably wouldn't call the guys. But it's those people behind that are saying, hey, Mwana, put this car boy here, put there, that type of thing. People who have organized themselves to say, this is the way our industry works.
Yeah.
I feel like we don't have that in Zambia. People are just in their own camps. We're not thinking. We're only competing just here.
It will never be a family. For me, and I'll say it bluntly, it will never be.
Yeah.
Never.
Manje imaoneka mungazona tindimwe bakari ngati muri hapa cha.
Mweka te.
So manje tien monse manje uende weka where you go outside.
I heard there's an artist who traveled out to the UK to do a show, one of these big festivals. So the travels there quite alright, and then those guys are like, a day before. Submit your music, sound check, what. The music was clipping, but it's a hit here. We're dancing.
It was there.
The sound was distorting, like it was clipping. But here we're dancing and we don't care. We just play that shit and we just go to these shows and perform and like, what? So now that gave me a question to say, what are we celebrating really? Back here, are we really serious with what we're doing?
Man, I feel like we have a long way to go.
We have
a long way to go, and I feel like we just need to need to invest more in the music industry.
Yeah.
I liked what the government did for that artist fund, whatever. That thing really boosted people, and it gave people.
Which one? The one for PF?
Yes.
That
but
one
then,
no.
You know what happened?
No, but that one.
That one no.
No, do you know why I'm saying that one?
Yo, bro,
Because after that one. Bro, do you know I was the one when they were giving out those funds?
Yeah,
I was the one who was doing drum roll.
Yeah?
Yeah. And I was seeing all the funds.
How they are going.
Yes.
but
so I feel like after that, that's when even the Kalandanya thing, the Nexus thing started.
Yo, but look, it was selected artists. The artist that's really talented but is not getting the limelight, they were choosing people with numbers who are on social media. Tell me one artist that just came from Eastern Province or Northwestern Province who's really talented and was actually benefiting from that fund. Nobody. They just pick the same circles like, who do you know? Oh, Kohu. People with numbers, then they give each other money. So for me, that was fucked up. Like for me, I don't even recognize that.
Okay,
really.
That one, I hear you.
You know what I mean? We need, if something like that has to work in future, we need to go to the rural areas. Do you understand that there's somebody right now in Mansa, deep inside, who can
very
really sing?
talented.
Yes, very, very talented. Your mic there.
But you see, the thing is this.
But they do not have access to the money, you know what I mean?
I don't, you know, there's one thing that I believe in. Everyone has been gifted equally, bro. Everyone has the capacity and the ability to become big. Everyone.
But
do you know what differentiates people? It's the work they put in towards that thing.
I mean, I refuse.
So, wait, first, wait. Bembera pano. So, there's this guy, right? He knows that he can sing. Guy A. He knows that he can sing. He's hard. He does all the
all the runs,
yeah,
he's hard.
He's hard. He's there. And then there's Guy B. He doesn't know jack. He just sings and he sings straight. But he works hard. He's always checking. He's always pushing for opportunities. Between the two, who is going to be most likely what the life is going to present who more opportunities?
Quite all right. There, I would want to say I agree, but I don't at the same time. So let's put Guy C there, who's down in Solwezi, deep down. Sorry for using Solwezi, somewhere down. She's from there. So down in Solwezi, he sings, he's got everything, but even for him to get studio time is a hassle because infrastructure there doesn't allow him to record every day.
Yeah.
And even when he gets the opportunity, it's expensive, so he only does once in a while. You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's no opportunity for him, but he really is talented than A and B. You understand what I mean?
Okay.
That
Yeah,
is where
I
now
hear you.
that is where now I'm saying the government, if that grant was meant to really boost the music industry, it should have reached Guy C, A and B. Man, we know, like now everybody who can just speak can be celebrated and make money. You know what I mean? But let's try to boost talent. There's a lot of talent, whether in music, sports, these rural areas. I think there should be a way to tap in that talent. You know what I mean?
True, and I feel like maybe also social media has played a huge role concerning that. Like, it's very easy for you to notice talent from the shandies, you know, with TikTok and stuff like that. You can easily do something and you easily get noticed.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. So do you have any projects that you're working on?
Yes, I record almost every day.
Wow.
Yeah, almost.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm working on. I just record songs. Then I haven't yet decided what I'm going to make out of them. I don't know if I'm going to do an EP. I don't know if I'm going to do an album. But for now, maybe I'm just dropping some singles just to gain some momentum. Then
Amazing stuff.
Well, we just wish that things work out for you and you find at least one good friend in the industry.
In the industry, nah.
Sad. Me, I don't.
There will never be. You've got a brand new song out with Sheffy. Tell us a bit more about that.
Yeah, so Peanut Butter and Jam is the title.
And bro, first of all, before, how did you get Sheffy, bro?
Oh,
How did you even manage to get that? That goes,
I won't lie. That was my management.
For real.
Yeah.
Great. You say you have a whole management under you.
Yes,
You're under.
I'm with Olijaba Entertainment now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's Mark 2.
Great.
okay.
Great.
So that's what we are working with currently. I was at Nexus before, then things didn't go well. Yeah, then.
The Nexus one. Okay.
Why is everybody leaving?
Why is everybody? We want to find out.
Why is everybody leaving? What didn't work for you?
Sipat drama.
Wait.
Maybe one day the week.
Okay, for real. It's just, you know, when you're working, there's a certain way in which people work, you know, and you can. I feel like sometimes maybe you're slowing down someone's pace. You know,
do you feel, before you even go forward, do you feel they prioritize other artists and then neglect others?
No, I look at it from a sense of value.
Okay.
They're obviously going to pay more attention to the artist that they feel is more valuable.
It's a business at the end of the day, yeah.
Music is business.
So, me, I don't even get touched things like that. I just tell myself to work hard. Probably one day I'll be in a position of being favored as well. So
Yeah.
never know.
Okay.
Yeah, otherwise, it's bookie.
It's booking out
I'm
there.
telling
But you
you.
get touched.
But you know, this thing of also like record labels appointing musicians to be in administrative positions, that I think is fucked up. That's number one, because look, even them want to be at the level of the artists they're trying to help.
Yeah.
What sense that
A manager is competing with the artist.
you know what I mean? And that's why you see like a lot of managers for these record labels also are competing for recognition,
Yeah.
competing for the stage with the artists they're managing. Like, what the fuck is you doing, bro?
He
Like,
also
what's
has
up?
a
Why
social
do I
media
feel like you're
following.
thinking
He
about
also has
someone?
fans.
No, I'm not talking about. I'm just saying. You know what I mean?
No, we're just stating the obvious.
Like a manager's in music, you understand the music
Yeah,
industry.
yeah.
A manager's place is fucking backstage.
Yeah, making sure everything is in proper places.
Exactly.
Yeah.
My artist is performing here. Is the stage okay? Okay, the lighting to dim
Is
at
the
this time
sound
and
okay?
whatever.
Uh-huh.
The sound, this is the music, whatever. He comes report to you. But now the managers want to be on stage, bro. Like,
That's
come
it.
on, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like you said, it's a long way. We're still there.
Yeah, so how did you
we're
get
still
Sheffy on
there.
the record again?
Yeah, so my management reached out to him. Yeah, they organized everything. I feel like they're making my work much easier now.
Okay.
The fact that I have to just concentrate more on like music,
Making and creating. I
Did
don't
you
have to worry.
produce your own jam or you
No, I didn't
collaborated with
produce
somebody
it.
else?
The person whom I started the project, then Mela Beats just finished it. There's a guy called Mela Beats. Stash is young brother.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
so
yeah.
it's in the family.
Yes, it's a very good song. I mean, working with the guy was dope. You know, it was great. His sound and just he likes exploring. So you're able to work and understand each other with some stuff. And, yeah.
Okay.
So in closing, how do people get in touch with you on your socials, and how do they get to download your
Instagram
music?
handles,
Okay,
Facebook,
so
Twitter.
my Facebook is Frank Rowe. My Instagram is Frank Rowe Music. Twitter, Frank Rowe, Mr. Ordinary Lover. YouTube, Frank Rowe Music. And what else?
I think all the socials have been
On High
stated.
Five.
High five. I was in it.
That was like the first Facebook. Hey, man, it was like on those songs. You remember, yeah? Yeah.
It's been a minute.
It's been a minute.
Wow,
It's been a
what,
minute.
guys, I'm lost. What the hell is Wi-Fi? High Five, Wi-Fi?
On High Five.
High Five?
People are married from High Five now. Marriages are there.
For real?
Facebook can't even.
That
High Five was like
just
it was on.
Yeah.
High Five was on. Like if you're not on High Five, it was like the first social media ever.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's like the way
but I
WAP,
think the app is still there now.
Who
it's like
uses
the way
this
WAP
now?
was with the way Google is now.
WAP
WAP
trick. Download
WAP
anything.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah. It used to be crazy. But anyway, thank you so much, man,
Thank you
for
so much.
coming through. Continue supporting you,
Yep.
and all the best.
Pleasure,
All the
man.
best. So
Thank
go
you so
ahead,
much, man.
go download Frank Rowe featuring Chef
Yes,
187.
guys.
What's the title again?
Peanut butter and a jam.
Peanut Butter and a Jam. Check it out, and please subscribe to his YouTube channel, and let's give him support. Until next week, we are
Bye.
peace.